Tricia with 88 Health and Wellness. I am going to talk today about feet and shoes, particularly New Balance and Hoka's. So if you've been on my channel for a little bit, or if you're familiar with 88 Fitness Training, you'll know that I have a history of problems, especially with my left foot. Within the last 2.5 years, I have had stress fractures in my feet. 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago, it was my right heel. Just 2 months ago, it was my left bone in the arch of my foot that had a stress fracture. So I have been a New Balance girl since 2015 when I got my custom orthotics, and it was recommended to me to get the New Balance 860s. And in the New Balances, I didn't experience the stress fracture. The stress fracture in my right heel sort of made sense to me, but not really. I was walking my 2 dogs for 45 minutes every single morning. And then I developed heel pain, which then led to x-rays and so on. I say that it makes sense because I have big dogs, they pull, so I was thinking that the force of my step was harder onto the ground than usual. So the impact is what caused the stress fractures. However, this stress fracture 2 months ago in my left arch bone was not from walking my dogs. I haven't been doing much cardio for probably maybe since September, maybe even earlier than that. I haven't been doing much cardio in the year 2023 because I've been having hip flares with my chronic bursitis. So with that said, I don't walk long distances, I don't run, I don't jump, I don't do high impact exercises, and somehow I got a broken foot, stress fractures in my bone. Wearing New Balances, let me tell you, 99% of the time. So it was recommended to me to try Hoka's. I don't know, this is my first time wearing Hoka's, trying Hoka's on. I do have some clients that wear Hoka's and they love them. So off I went to a running store specifically to seek out Hoka's. When I went to this running store, I was still in my walking boot. So I tried on the shoes in the store with my custom orthotics, and they felt okay. They were a little bit wide looking. They were, I don't know, not very appealing for the look. I felt like they looked really big, but they felt okay. So I was in the boot for 2 more weeks, and then I finally get out of the boot and I put my Hoka's on and I wear them for the first time around my house, and I'm not happy. I don't like them. They feel bulky, even though they're light, they're lightweight, they're not heavy at all, but they're bulky to me. And I'm the type of person who trips over their own feet. It's just who I am. So to have a wider, taller shoe on led to have a little bit more clumsiness. So I only wore them for maybe an hour or two the first couple of times as I was working my way out of the walking boot. And I wasn't very happy. So I actually only wore them indoors for the first 2 weeks because I was on the fence. I was going to return them. So I was talking to some friends about their Hoka's, and I got a similar story from them that at first they didn't like them, but it took a little while to get used to them and they love them now. So I decided to go ahead and try them out and wear them all day long. And surprisingly enough, I kind of got over the clumsiness of them being a little bit bulkier than my New Balance, and I like them. I've only had them for about a month, but I'm very hopeful. They're actually very comfortable. I don't have any foot pain at all. I'm still not jumping or high impact or running, but I am active and I feel great. So I have my New Balance and I have my Hoka's here. And I just want to put them side by side so you can kind of see what I'm talking about with the bulkiness. Okay. Oh, that looks better that way. But you can see it's a much wider base. It's even a little bit longer. But yeah, so have I completely given up on New Balance? No. But I sure am enjoying these Hoka's right now. If you have shoes that you absolutely love, especially if you have feet problems, if you have a fallen arch or you have plantar fasciitis or you get tendonitis in the Achilles, any kind of foot problems that you have, share with me the kind of shoes that you use. And also, let me know if you see a foot doctor. I see a foot doctor. I wear custom orthotics, which are great. I would have done that 15 years ago had I known instead of just 7 years ago. But tell me your favorite shoe. Tell me, are you a runner? Is it just for regular activities? And let's discuss this. This is Patricia with 88 Health and Wellness. Hit that like button and subscribe. This video is a little bit different from my regular videos, but I think that it was worth bringing to you.
So here are my feet without any shoes on. As you can see, the left foot caves in pretty drastically. That is the trouble foot with the arch issues, and that's the foot that had the bone fracture in the arch. And here are the New Balances and me walking in them. They do a decent job stabilizing that foot from caving in, and they are fairly comfortable. And here are the Hoka's. I am still kind of getting used to walking in them. Like I said, they are bulkier, but my foot does feel pretty good in those, and they definitely stabilize that arch from caving in. Thanks for stopping by. This is Patricia, 88 Health and Wellness.